Do you hear that?
Wow.
That is the sound of seagulls.
Yes.
That is the sound. Maybe there's a dragon that flies over. I don't know. This
We made it.
universe is very, very different.
We made it.
Maybe I think I see a Capsule Corp ship.
Yeah, man. How was your flight, man? How was your flight to get over here?
Oh man, listen. There's the little capsule thing, and it's Capsule Corp shit. It's crazy. Like it's insane.
Incredible.
You push the little button shit, and you throw out, and there's an entire fucking like. Still, I mean,
you just live your life.
Listen, Capsule Corp stock is going big. I don't know if you heard about AMC. I don't know if you heard about Apple and stuff like that. But Capsule Corp really changed the game. Imagine just come up with a Capsule Corp coin as a like cryptocurrency and just put it out there.
Hey, you might have to cut that. You might have to cut that out, man. Sounds like a good idea. We might have to cut that from the show.
Oh my God, welcome everybody to episode 94 of The Lookout. I am Meelz. I am here with Gege of JJK.
Yeah.
Listen, is it official? Is it like listen, is the Platinum Chanel boy we not doing that no more?
I always love Platinum Chanel. I always.
Did you read up yet?
I have not read up yet. Which was a sign that the era had ended, honestly, because I'm pretty quick to like update things, especially like personal stuff like that, and I didn't. So I think I just was like, you know what, I've been wearing Platinum Chanel since high school. It's time to take a break. But yeah, JJK for obvious reasons. But yeah, man, this is what it is, man.
Absolutely, we are here. Welcome to the Summer at Kame House series of The Lookout. Every summer we're doing this. It's become a tradition. No longer inaugural. This is the third annual one, man.
Isn't that crazy?
We're really doing this.
That's really insane. I'm honestly, like, when we first did it, I thought we were on such a roll. Meelz and I were just like, oh, we got to keep it going in the summer, So we were just looking for an idea to just keep it going, and here we are. But yeah, it's actually perfect. Every summer we come back, Kame House, talk real shit, talk other things outside of the norm, and we give you guys the opportunity to tell us what you want to hear. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, man. Especially this episode we got. So
let's do the rundown of the Summer Kame House series while we're here. We gotta. I won't go through the dates. It's just every 2 weeks. Like, listen, just set your clock every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna do the dates. I don't remember the dates right now. Today's Sunday.
Yeah.
But first thing we're doing, I mean, at least on this episode, because it is probably the title of this episode, we are going through the first 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Look forward to talking to it. Very, very, I would say, I think we lucked out. Who would have known that the first anime that we chose would come on the week, the same as Netflix Geek Week, where they would do another teaser for the Cowboy Bebop live action series that's coming out this fall.
Yeah, and it was nice too. It was really cool. I'm glad that they're getting original music. I thought that was a big deal, but we'll talk about that.
Listen, we'll talk about a whole bunch of other things. Next up, after this episode of Cowboy Bebop, we will be revisiting Digimon Season 2. The Digimon Emperor arc specifically. Not the entire thing.
Right.
But the Digimon Emperor arc. Now, this is my pick. This is my personal pick for this one. It is very much so fun time. I haven't seen it in a while.
Gatomon is one of my favorite. So like, I'm really happy that you chose this because I haven't got to talk about Gatomon a lot, but I just love the design.
I like the concept of Digimon Emperor. I like that it was like, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Green Ranger type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it was a good time, man. Digimon really, we'll have plenty to talk about, but it's I think they deserve more respect, but yeah.
They deserve, not the current one, because
Digimon Adventure I'm talking about what we came up on,
The current Digimon series is kind of like, I watch most weeks. And now I've just kind of fallen off because the episodes aren't really that interesting to me. it kind of starts, it ends, and it kind of there's no the factor that it
No
had
stakes.
during the original run. Yeah, no, it's just even the cool the how you're able to relate to the characters, how you're able to kind of feel for them, even the kind of experiences that they've gone through in the original run still far exceeds whatever they're doing now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't recommend anyone check it out. Sorry, but I'm gonna see it out till the end. I think it's supposed to end soon. Next up after that we have Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. Yeah.
20th
Stable.
anniversary.
Stable.
Yeah. Never seen it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm actually, before we get to that episode, I'm gonna go buy the collector's edition because it's something I need anyways. I know it's on I believe it's on HBO Max right now.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm just gonna grab the collector's edition and watch that. But yeah, that's a classic, man. You'll enjoy that a lot.
I'm listen, everything that I know is a classic. I just purposely haven't seen because I know that we will get to it one day.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
And I would love my first reaction to a lot of these things to be on this podcast. Now, after Spirited Away, we have Jeff's pick for this look at Summer at Kame House. Yeah. Wonder Egg Priority. Very recent. Very new. Very Tell me about why you picked this one out of all the animes.
Honestly, I feel like Wonder Egg is going to be one of those animes where people will talk about it a lot more deep in 5 years, about how great it is, how beautiful it is. It's unique, has a nice little story, but it's very suspenseful, kind of have like a horror thing, but the characters are really relatable. And when I first even saw the art, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And then you get about 15-20 minutes in and you're like, what the fuck is this? But it's really, really good. Jamal actually put me on originally. But yeah, I tapped into it. I just think it's something we have to discuss, and I don't know when we were going to be able to. And this is just the perfect time to talk about it. It's really, really good, and I think people should check it out.
Speaking of something that we didn't think that we would be discussing, but we have to.
Oh man!
Our next pick, Naruto.
Yeah. So, I started. I know you did as well.
I did.
I'm not necessarily enjoying myself yet, and I don't mean that with any disrespect. I don't mean that with disrespect. I'm just everything that I've been told is coming, so I think I'll get there. But yeah, I kind of just
how far in are you gonna say? And I'm not saying this in defense of Naruto because, to be honest with you, from what I've watched thus far, I'm probably like 20 something episodes in.
Yeah, I'm literally like 10 or 12. I'm just.
It's the first arc.
It's the first arc. It's okay. Like I'm not
like,
give
him that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to judge it all the way or anything like that. I mean, I had a weird time even starting Hunter x Hunter earlier on. So I'm sure it'll open up and it'll be fine. But I just kind of missed that wave originally when we were younger. I would just kind of see it like in spurts of like random episodes. So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. So I'm sure it'll happen for me. But yeah. Well, it's a good time regardless. Like I'm excited to actually like lock into it because I never have.
I will say this as for my my early review on it thus far. It is clearly something that was made in the late 90s, early 2000s, because of how much dialogue there is that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of talking and a lot of setup thus far early in the series, and I'm like, let's get there.
I have to take it the same way I kind of took Dragon Ball when I started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I
just kind of had to
thinking that.
Yeah, I had to accept it that way. I'm just like, let me just kind of, just watch it.
I'm like, the first 5 episodes was Raditz, and then we had like 15 episodes until the next big fight happened. So let me just chill for a bit. Let me give Naruto the benefit of the doubt. We're doing the first 100 episodes. It was either between this or One Piece. I'm pretty sure One Piece would have been a great time, but Naruto is something that I feel like we needed to get into at some point because everyone and their mother has some sort of a relationship with the show.
Yeah.
It's a very, very long show too, but we're doing the first 100 episodes, so that is it. And then following after that, we're gonna do a fan choice one. I want to put a disclaimer right now for anyone who may be listening.
What's the disclaimer? I'm not even sure if I know about this.
The disclaimer is, because a lot of people want, we're in the Discord. A lot of people want, oh, you need to do this, or you need to do that.
Oh,
Hashtag
yeah.
rig the vote.
Yeah.
Hashtag rig the vote.
Come on, guys. We're not rigging no votes here.
We're not rigging votes. First of all,
No.
let's be 100% clear. You can say that from the fan choice we did last year, where I think we had like a lot of great movies, and I think what did they ended up picking? I think they ended up picking Akira.
Yeah, Akira.
But we had put like Cowboy Bebop and Hunter x Hunter and a lot of things that are like, oh my god, when you love hearing this, but nah, they pick Akira, so it is what it is. But these fan choice things, we're gonna pick something that's relatively short, because we're doing this every 2 weeks, especially considering the week prior to that is us having to cover 100 episodes of Naruto.
Yeah, you guys gotta bear with us, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna pick something, but you won't know the choices until we know the choices, so keep that in mind. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. We have a lot of fun doing these things. But that is the rundown for Summer at Kame House, the series. I kind of love it. Especially we're gonna be doing this, and then for the fall we're gonna be doing something. I think we're gonna be doing a couple things for the fall. We haven't really come up with ideas, but I think we should do a couple things considering I'm considering
coming out.
Movies are coming out. Well, let's get into the news.
Movies are coming out. A lot of movies are coming out. Yeah.
Let's get into the news of this entire thing. Breaking news, because this comes out like 3 hours before this podcast was recorded. We had no idea, but we'll take the brand new news as it comes. Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen
the movie has a date. Tell me about it.
It does. In Japan.
In Japan, gotta let that know, because it ain't us.
It ain't us.
I ain't that thrilled, nigga.
We'll probably get it. I can see us getting it like around March, which is also Akotsu's birthday. But anyways, December 24th, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 will be in theaters in Japan, which is the rendition of Volume 0, which is Gigi's first. His first shonen shot in the magazine. So yeah, man, I'm obviously excited. They released a really nice poster, which I need with no text immediately. It's awesome. Shows Rika, Queen of Curses. Nice anime shot of Yuta Kotu. We haven't got a lot from season 1. Every now and then they'll show them, and then of course you see Rika. He's holding her hand. So yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, the poster is crazy. I woke up this morning super late because I was building a bookshelf last night, and I had a bunch of text, and yeah, it was a nice thing. It was a nice thing to see. Honestly,
you had a bunch of texts. Wait, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, I had a bunch of text messages because of this. Is what I mean. Because I guess it came out in the middle of the night and I was asleep. So,
well.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that so many people know
you
love Jujutsu Kaisen, so they would at any hour of the day decide to hit you up and say, "Hey, motherfucker, movie time."
Yeah, dude.
Go to Japan,
bro. Ashley, Ashley had called me like 20 times because she knew. Like she knew, like she was awake already. I guess she saw it before me. Cyrus had texted me, obviously, because I've been talking a lot of Jujutsu with Cyrus. But yeah, man, it was really nice to see. Honestly, the poster itself made me really happy. So,
first of all, speaking about posters and stuff like that, shout out to Ashley for the amazing Summer at Kame House poster.
Yeah, dude, she went.
My God,
she
went fucking bananas.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It looks beautiful.
Yes.
One day I'm going to. All these posters that we get, one day I'm actually going to print them, blow them up, and put them somewhere. Once I get someplace that I can call my own. I'm gonna print them, blow them up, and put them somewhere, and then put them on a hoodie, and then wear them there.
That's incredible. That's how we do it, man. But yeah,
that's not the only JJK news.
It's not the only JJK news. It is not.
Let's talk about the controversy with. And
hiatus.
I know you. All right, so here's the thing. I know you have the way you pronounce things.
Yeah.
With Gege.
It's Gege.
It's Gege.
Yeah. No, listen, it's so funny. I knew this.
I don't even like. Okay, I know, but
yeah, it is.
The thing
Gege.
is, I know, and I'm just like, but he's not gonna change it either way until
it's
he
hard
meets
for
the
me.
nigga.
Yeah, it's hard for me. And I totally mean that with no disrespect. I need you guys to know I do know that it's Gege. Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
It's just been a habit. Like even before
Pokemon.
I heard the
I blame
dub.
Pokemon.
Oh man, yeah, Pokemon. Like, but even before I heard the dub of Jujutsu, I was calling him, like with Gojo. His name's Gojo, but Goyo was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a thing, like Megumi, Magami, like little things like that. But it's cool. But yeah, so Gege is taking a hiatus due to a few different reasons. They released
talk about your theory. Talk about your theory because there's a health hiatus. Well, the publishers say like, listen, due to numerous health circumstances, we just thought it was best for everyone to take a break, everyone to stop what they're doing, take a couple weeks. This arc is heating up. You don't want any sort of things delaying it, or we don't want any, we don't want anything going on. So take the time that you need. Take the mental health, take the physical health, everything that you need.
There was an issue with, I think, the translation between the original leak of the hiatus and what the actual statement came out today from Shonen. And I read it over before we got on here. And, Gege does say, hey, I'm not sick. My mental health is fine. But in his actual statement, he does say that, he says, my chiropractor moved away. Without you, who will take care of my butt? And he just talks about how he only needs a half a day to basically finish certain panels. So I guess he was kind of implying that he's working on a storyboard and he takes half the day to do it, but he's sitting down so long that he's having issues with his back. From what I'm kind of speculating here, I mean, if you read through it, he talks about how he wakes up, all his food places are closed. He just accumulates a bunch of rough drafts that he has to work on. He said that he does want to finish the series as soon as possible, and I saw a lot of people kind of like upset about it, but I don't think he means like I'm trying to end it right now. He's just saying he wants to finish his product, which is, I mean, I think everyone wants to finish their story. So I don't people were kind of wilding about that, but his schedule in general, he's been going nonstop since they gave him, a full run with Jujutsu. Right. He did get a break, but that was like a universal Japan culture thing. I forgot what kind of, like, they go like on a 2-week break as a country or something like that. Of course,
that's holiday,
which is incredible. Yeah. We need that here. But so that was like his only break. He's been working a lot. So in general, I kind of felt a certain type of way because the chapter prior, he did a few panels.
Unfinished panels.
Yeah, he dropped a few panels that were just unfinished.
I thought they were fire. But
I thought they were incredible. I thought it was purposely done. I still think it's purposely done, by the way. I don't really care what he says or Shonen. I think he definitely was trolling. I don't know if it was based off like the amount of work that he's had to do or something with the higher ups or whatever. But whatever. I assume that type of stuff has to go through people before it gets published. So they let him do it. Mm-hmm. Clearly, they didn't cut it out, and they were pretty important panels. I think Maki like killed 2 Zenin members in that panel.
All right.
All right,
but
that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, but I thought maybe, damn, they're about to make him take a break because he couldn't finish his work, or I don't know. Either way, I'm happy for him. He should take a break. They're saying it's just a month. But it is considered an hiatus. I think it's fine, especially because the Colon Games was starting to look wonky as far as like what it was and what it is. So maybe he gets to take some time, figure things out, come back. He said in his statement that came out today basically when he comes back, he's gonna start like it's a whole new process. So I'm sure it'd be fire. So good for him. Take some time off, man. Take some PTO. I know.
How do you feel about JJK going away from a month from your life?
It's gonna be tough. I've collected 0 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably just
say one. He was like,
I was about
sorry
to
make it.
I do have volume 0. I have 3 copies of volume 0, but yeah, I have other reasons. But I'm gonna just read through physical copies. You know, we're going to Anime NYC, and the voice of Miriam's gonna be there. I believe Sukuna's voice is gonna. So I'm gonna bring some copies just so I can have some guys sign. So I have some things. But anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna read through the manga again, basically.
listen.
That's really all I'm gonna do.
But all right. So with this news, I have a proposition for you, sir.
Yeah.
Now you have your goat, Gege.
Gege. GG.
I don't know if you've been introduced to my goat. My goat Horikoshi.
Horikoshi, huh?
My goat Horikoshi. My man. My Hero Academia.
Still so that's what you're saying. In my
running,
my month
300 things. You know, his health seems to be in great. He seems to be in great spirits. He's got great health. I think he might run 3 times a week, something along those lines.
Wow.
I'm interested. We have the month off from JJK.
So
I don't want to beg you. I don't want to beg you. But I feel like you should read in this time My Hero Academia.
I really don't have a choice.
But I don't want to make it so I don't want you to be like, I don't have a choice.
But no. Okay, that's not what I mean. What I mean is like, I don't have an excuse. I guess I should say. You're right. I'm really tapped in. I'm caught up on everything else that I really am enjoying currently.
Because you were naming a lot of things in the beginning. And I was like, not My Hero.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I have time. I do have time. I haven't even started collecting them physically, which I'm a little like afraid to because there's so many, and they're always in stock to make it worse. So like,
of course, listen,
you know,
Horikoshi, listen.
Yeah, he's providing the bread is there. I can see the money's changed.
There.
Yeah, I was in Walmart yesterday. I told you I bought a bookshelf. I mean, they have like My Hero toys. Like I went to, I always go to the toy section because I like to feel like I'm 10 again. And I went over there just to see what kind of like WWE championships they have. You know, they got belts everywhere. Just the toy ones. And they just got like My Hero toys at Walmart. That's big time. That's real money. So I guess I have time off. Let's see, man. Let's see. You know, I'm on eBay now. I'm ordering like Jump magazines and.
Wow.
Listen,
sir. I would love
My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. Attack on Titan. Fucking. Fragrance. What is it?
Oh, did that come?
No, it didn't come. I didn't really order it. I was capping. I didn't really order it, guys. I know I tweeted that I couldn't do it. It was like $65. Although it's really cool. And if I had the extra money just kind of sitting around and I wanted a collectible, I would do it.
Listen, me and my goat Horikoshi would love if we jumped into this My Hero world. To at least just give you something else, something weekly to, enjoy as well.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, man.
I think it's a great series. We're coming up on a great and the fact that the season has started, and we're about to get into the real nitty gritty of it and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm seeing crazy things with Deku currently, but I just have to. I gotta catch up. You're right. I have a month off after.
You have a month
this
off.
Week.
You have a month off. It's just a proposal. It's just a proposal, a strong proposal.
I have no excuse. Really.
No excuse. We'll see. I mean, I'll see you in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Next bit of news. Wonder Egg is getting a special edition finale on June 29th. This is notable because Wonder Egg Priority is it's on our list of things, so we'll be able to cover that as well as other things. Also, this past weekend, 30 years since the first anime appearance of Super Saiyan.
It's big time. 30 years. Jesus.
Super Saiyan, one of the most influential, iconic figures in anime, or maybe even just embedded in pop culture. I mean, look how many things have borrowed from Super Saiyan, like Sonic.
Absolutely.
Or like just a ton of other. I mean, the grandfather of transformations in anime.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Yeah, no, that really was it's a staple. It's real deal. Powering up, raising your strength by yelling. That can happen. It can happen.
What's your favorite Super Saiyan transformation that's ever happened in the series?
What, personally?
One that yeah.
I like I mean, the easy way out would say Gohan Super Saiyan 2, but honestly it's when Vegeta ascended when he came out the hyperbolical time chamber and he got like the buff Vegeta. That shit was hard.
They call that Super Saiyan Grade 2.
Yeah, okay, well. Yeah, Grade 2, Super Saiyan Grade 2 was incredible because the art direction was wild. I mean, he looked fantastic. It's just one of my favorite. He was too slow. He was too slow.
He wasn't. I mean, I think he swole down. They made it look super swole in the beginning, and then he like pumps down a little.
I know, but the original him, like that shot of him like stand. I mean, that it's great. His hair is like perfect. That's really one of my favorite transformations. After that, I would definitely say Gohan Super Saiyan 2.
My favorite is
Goku's first one is underwhelming. We had this whole discussion.
It is. It's super underwhelming.
But you know,
really,
it's okay.
Really is. But you know, that's we're gonna go for it. My favorites. I'm gonna pick some underrated ones.
Sure.
Trunks going Super Saiyan when we first see him, and where Frieza's like, where he's like, Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan, and then like Frieza's like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
I like the mid purple hair before it like went full blonde. That shit was hard.
And then really my GOAT one, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 at the World Tournament right before the boo shit started. He's in front of Kibito, and he's just like, I can go even farther than just, you see the sparkles, his eyes just start flickering, the little tectonic plates on the fucking ground start lifting up.
Don't make me do it. Basically what he said.
Spopovich is like, yo, that's crazy. It's an amazing transformation. But shout out to the Super Saiyan, one of the granddaddies of them all. And then our final bit of news: Chainsaw Man's anime preview expected on June 27th.
Man, I know everyone's been waiting.
Everyone's been waiting. Trust me. It is one of the animes to watch out for. If you were looking for the first 2 volumes of it, tough fucking luck, because they are not anywhere. Chainsaw Man Volume 1, Chainsaw Man Volume 2, and probably Chainsaw Man Volume 3 at this point, you will not be able to find anywhere immediately.
Yeah,
it is becoming I've seen one of those animes.
5 is out there right now, so if you want 5, you can pretty much go. I was at 3 different Barnes & Noble the past 2 weeks. I've seen 5. So you can get 5. It is pretty new. That's probably why, but I anticipate. So you got to understand, like, even with Jujutsu success, after the anime came out, the manga went crazy. So for people who are in the Chainsaw Man or into collecting manga, just make sure you go ahead and try to make plays now, because once the anime comes out,
it's a
best
wrap.
Believe the manga sales are going to skyrocket. So just
first of all, the cover for all of these manga for Chainsaw Man look fucking incredible.
Oh yeah, they're doing
every color. They go crazy with the color direction and the art direction and everything for that. Like,
they're going crazy, bro. They're going crazy.
Like, I buy them just to really kind of look at them all the time, because
they're gorgeous. Even the ones that's coming out, like 6, the 6 cover looks incredible, bro. Like, it's so good. But I'm a huge fan. I'm curious to what MAPPA plans on doing with it from a visual aspect. I know some people have been worried that it may be all like digital.
That's just AD.
I know, but I've seen it, and I hope I don't want it. I know that first shot that they kind of showed us was like a digital-esque like shot, like 3D, but I couldn't imagine that the creator,
as long as it don't look like Yasuke, I'm pretty good.
I'm pretty sure they can't mess this up. They have to be working pretty hard. It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta assume you got to get this right. Chainsaw Man it's a special one. It's about boobs at first, so you know you can't really get.
Have you read it all, by the way?
I'm almost caught up with Chainsaw Man. I'm not quite done.
Well, it's done, so it's just the first part is done. So once you reach the end, you'll be like, oh, but
yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but
okay,
yeah,
take it.
I'm a fan.
Take your time. Take your time. Listen, you got a month now. You know what I'm saying? You got a month off. You got a month off. Just, you know, take your time. Okay. Let's take a short break.
Yeah.
And when we get back, we'll talk about Cowboy Bebop. How does that sound?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll be right back with the lookout.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
In the year 2071, the planets are linked by a series of warp gates, enabling people to travel freely through space. But an accident during construction has left the Earth in peril. As different races and cultures gather, will chaos spread throughout the planets? Two bounty hunters, Spike and Jet, pilot the spaceship, the Bebop. Their mission, to clean up space by apprehending wanted criminals. Since airing in 1998, Cowboy Bebop has become one of the most successful anime series in Japan. Non-stop action, jazzy music, and unparalleled sci-fi drama. Story by Hajime Yadate and character designs by Koji Kawamoto. Music by Yoko Kanno. Cowboy Bebop is the biggest anime title of the year.
Whew. All right, and we are back.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop, man.
Cowboy Bebop aged so well. Holy
the theme
shit.
song. First of all, let's talk about the theme song a little bit, just real quick, because it is really the only theme song. You know, I've been watching Naruto. I really kind of just skipped this theme song. I'm pretty sure it's fire for some kids, but
yeah. You know, there's like two themes I just won't skip.
To Cowboy
Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm not skipping. I'm not skipping them. I can't.
Yeah. No,
too good.
You can't at all. The Cowboy Bebop theme is it's fucking dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Like it's just it hits in every way possible. It brings you back to the time, and you know that you're watching quality because you're associating this quality theme with this super quality anime. Cowboy Bebop is one of the, I mean, in terms of my experience of watching this show, I watched it last summer. During it was actually during, I think, our summer at Kame House series. I was just kind of expanding the other anime because I wanted to see, like, okay, maybe we can cover something else this year. Maybe something, we got to do something after the Frieza saga. What can we get into? How can I figure out how to bring Cowboy Bebop into this, because it's 25 episodes, but they're linked, but it's like episodic.
Yeah, each episode is its own entity. But yeah, they are linked to it. You don't really know a timeline though, which is kind of dope.
Right.
You know, you're just kind of in it, and yeah, it's an interesting concept. It doesn't really happen anymore, so at least not where like it's like a blind beginning. You know, like a blind start. You just kind of like fill in your own blanks as you're watching. Like, okay, this is the role that you're in. This is the time frame we're in.
Created by Shinichiro Watanabe, best known.
What a hard ass name.
I mean, listen, acclaimed series. He makes nothing but acclaimed series. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy, Carol and Tuesday. It's really a great run. Yeah, he puts his everything into this. It's fucking crazy. Cowboy Bebop, 26 episodes. Series is set in the year 2071. Can't wait till we get to 2071 so we can figure out how this shit
could be pretty accurate.
Do you feel like we'll live to 2071? Do you want to?
Like the planet or me personally?
You personally. It's a grim
Uh,
question.
how old will I be?
2071, 90, we'll be 81.
Yeah, I'd like to be 81. 81 when we're 81 may not be that bad.
I don't think so. I think here's the sidebar. Here's my brief was it a take? I think we're aging better than the previous generations before.
Yeah. We are. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think 81 when 80s, 81 is not gonna be that bad for
When
us.
Beyonce gets to 81, we'll be like, wow, she looks great.
Damn, she's sexy as hell. There's gonna be something like that, bro. You know? No, I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'll be watching anime still, I'm sure, whatever's out.
So you know what? We might end up in the Cowboy Bebop era. According to this synopsis of it, 26 sessions rather, set in 2071, and follow the lives of bounty hunter crew traveling in their spaceship called the Bebop.
Yeah.
Premiered 1998 in Japan.
98, which is even more impressive, because I can't believe from a visual aspect, because they toy with 3D stuff in this series. It's small, it's slight, you can catch it every now and then, but it looks really, really good. I mean, for 98, man, nothing was really beating this shit visually.
No, not at all. I mean, this is still when I talked to you, I think we were talking sometime last year after I finished the series, I was just in awe of how clean this fucking everything looked. Everything. Down motion. To the smallest detail, down to the motion, to the just even the background and stuff like that, like the little elements of it, the little you might see like a PlayStation somewhere, you might see it's
look, if I was to envision what space would actually look like at a certain point in my life, which I'm sure we'll actually get there, which is really weird to think, I would say it would look like this. Like it's not like I don't know how much Gundam you've seen, Meelz, but like Gundam space is so clean. Like Gundam space is clean and sharp.
By the way, there's a new Gundam series coming out on Netflix, by the way.
There is. But it's so clean and sharp, and like, I'm not saying it doesn't look realistic. It just seems like out of touch. This has like a more realistic feel to it, in the best way of, okay, if I was able to go through space and go to different places, this is how I would look. It would look like this, and especially after everybody else uses it just like I do. It's not just like I'm exclusively intergalactic traveling. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really beautiful. It has like this, like, I don't like using it. It has like this ghetto, like, appeal to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really hard, man. I mean that like in the best way.
Listen, this is like, to me, how would I describe it? It kind of feels like the Illmatic of animes.
It is a masterpiece.
It is universally acclaimed by everyone who watches it. It has gotten 5 stars. It's got an A+ rating. It's gotten 100 out of 100. It's got it lasts to this day. It's gotten awards. It's gotten everything. I mean, I don't know how many awards Illmatic won, but this it's
a double XL.
It's
5 mics.
This is everything. Like you can't go back. Like, this was one of the animes that very few animes I watch, and I felt like, okay, I'm watching a classic. And we'll get to the episode that made me like, oh, this, I mean, because it's in this series, it's session 5, obviously, Ballad of Fallen Angels. But everything about this is just an amazing series. Do you remember the first time you watched this?
Yeah, it was Toonami. 100%. But at the same time, I didn't know what the fuck I was. It's much more difficult to get into as a child, I will say, and
and I know the reason why.
Why do you think?
Because and I had this as a question of what's something that sticks out to you the most about this series. This is out of all the things that we cover, and we cover stuff with Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball Z, um, you know, Attack on Titan, all of the other things. This is an adult anime.
It absolutely is an adult anime.
This is
I mean,
adult from the themes to the language to the
yeah,
people to the voices. When you
it's
listen
not
to the
it's not for
voice,
8-year-olds.
no, I mean, I don't even think it's not for 8-year-olds, but just it's not even like catered towards kids in a way of like the protagonist is like a 14-year-old kid who's going through space type of thing.
Yeah, you have
Like
to been in like life situations to really even feel some of this shit.
when you listen to Spike's voice, it's a grown man's voice. When you
Mhm.
listen to Jet's voice, it's obviously a grown man's voice. Even Faye
Yeah,
Valentine, her voice,
yeah,
just very, like all of this is kind of it's grown people shit.
yeah.
Like,
It's
and
realism.
I think as a kid you wouldn't necessarily be able to grasp onto the themes or kind of everything that going through, but I think you can watch this and still at the same time be like, yo, this is kind of cool. And then it's also like the soundtrack is really good. The moments
Mhm.
that they decide to use the songs in the episodes are
Yeah,
really it's like chosen very, very well.
it'd be
Because
like
a lot
straight
of
dialogue, and then like
yeah,
they'll flip to a song, and the
right.
song is like jazz, upbeat, like
Mm-hmm.
it makes you kind of vibe a little bit, and you weren't anticipating it, but it fits.
It fits with the moment, and everything it fits with the moment. Like Watanabe really, you put his foot in this bitch. Like I don't know if
He did,
you,
he did for sure.
um, any of these. All right, so we're about to go over kind of 5 episodes of this. We're gonna go over them. We're not gonna get too deep into them, but we're gonna go through them. We're gonna hop, skip, jump through them. Um, but any of these 5 episodes, which one would you like to see the most adapted in the live action series we're gonna talk about after this?
Well, no matter what, honestly, well, let's just call it how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I discussed it on Showdown, but Ballad of the Fallen Angels is maybe like, and I don't mean this based off series. It may be one of the greatest anime episodes. Period.
Ever.
Yeah, it feels like a movie for something to be, 22 minutes in running time or whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is like, I mean,
It
it's phenomenal.
it gives you enough where you want to inquire more, but it leaves enough questions where obviously you want to inquire more.
You want to
Like,
inquire more? Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I mean,
it
even even the one we're about to talk about, like, Asteroid Blues, like,
session number 1.
yeah, and dude, the series is real quick. I just want to, before we like really tap in, I just want to say, like, it's a very diverse, like, it has good representation
Mm-hmm.
early on. Now, I will say some moments are questionable, like, it's 98, but there is a lot of representation. You know what I'm
Nah, it's
saying?
98.
Yeah, it's a lot of representation on here.
No, I agree. And I think the world in 1998, I don't know, just something about this. This feels like it feels classic, but it also feels like maybe this is where anime should have been going in terms of exploring themes that
Yeah,
are much deeper and much richer than the protagonist thing. And that's why I think Watanabe kind of gets his acclaim, because this isn't kind of really the standard, nor does he do the standard
yeah,
shonen.
like, spoiler alert, this is not just about bounty hunters.
Yeah. I mean, there's themes about love, there's
Yeah.
themes about heartbreak, there's themes about murder, there's themes about everything. I mean,
Mm,
Spike is definitely the main character in all of this, and he's a very complicated fellow, but
he is. Yeah.
they don't peel the layers immediately, which is amazing. Um but it's a fuck, I'm looking at the opening sequence now and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, man. They do it. I
um
mean, the colors alone are breathtaking.
let's talk about session 1, Asteroid Blues.
Yeah.
You're establishing everything from the beginning, that you meet Spike, obviously, you meet Jet, obviously, and you learn that they're poor bounty hunters. Easy.
Yeah, and they lay it on you. I mean, that first shot, like the black and white training session, like what the fuck, bro? The cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. It's like the first
Listen,
like 30 seconds, bro.
the look at the food. Like, this is
Dog,
just.
it's so clean, man. It's so clean. Like straight up, like the first 30, 45 seconds after the intro is you're just like, damn, man, this is what I want. That could came out today, and you know.
It's just, I don't know. Somebody is also just very chill, and just kind of like very. It's not subdued at all, but it's
Mhm.
just very casual. Something that they aren't able to. You won't really capture in anime because every discussion is like, it's either supposed to be witty, it's either supposed to be like, establish something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be funny or whatever the fact. These are just like, yo, we're just they're having a real conversation. Like, yo, you said that these were fucking. You said we were having beef and fucking what? What does this fucking say?
Oh, beef and some kind of pepper.
Yeah, beef and peppers or something along the line. He's like, yo, where the beef at? He was like, nigga, we ain't got no beef.
Yeah, bro. You know what's up? We broke, bro.
I also labeled this like definitely futuristic ghetto.
Yeah, no, it has the vibe for sure.
Oh my god, we learn about drugs easily. How do you feel about the red eye drug thing? You think we're gonna get this in 2071? Some shit that we spray in our eyes?
Like just, I mean, shit. After seeing this, I wouldn't want to use it.
No.
But I mean, shit, you never know. These kids are doing nowadays, man.
Premium red eye.
Premium.
How does it work? How do I know it's real? Let me spray it in my eye.
Yeah, it's like, how did that even happen?
Come on.
Crazy drug.
This is amazing.
He was just splashing it on his eye.
Oh yeah. Listen, the bounty in this episode is Asimov Solzen. His bounty 2.5 million Wulongs. Shout out to the Wulongs.
Mm-hmm.
Running theme in the show.
Get money.
They never get it though.
They never get it though. Yeah. Huge opportunities, and it just never holds.
Every episode, the stakes get higher and higher, but they never seem to get what the hell they want, nonetheless. But this is a great first episode. A lot of murder, a lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of peeling into Spike's rough backstory. You don't get too much, as I say, but you get enough where it's like, okay, well, obviously there's something going on with this fellow that he's not necessarily talking about. And then, of course, you have them try to, lock down the bomb, Asimov and, space, flying,
girl,
guns.
The old girl was pregnant, bro. Thought she was pregnant, bro. They tricked me. I mean, she popped him because she's just like, I mean, the scene where he's basically like, he's just on, he's done. Like he's done everything. Yeah, he
high off his supply.
He did way too much, bro. And it's to the point where she's just like, well, there's no way I'm never gonna make it to Mars now. You know what I'm saying? Which is her like saying that's all she wanted. Her conversation with Spike was basically that in short. It's just She just wants to live a proper life, a luxurious life of some sort on Mars because she just heard that there was so many great things there. And he's like, look, I'm from there, bro. It really ain't that tight unless you got bread, but I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And once old dude went crazy, he popped the drug one more time in his eyes, and he's about to kill him. He was about to probably, he's just gonna kill. He didn't care about nothing else but the situation, and I think she realized that. She popped his ass, man. And then the shot of her hugging his dead body, you know what I'm saying, afterwards, because she know that was it anyways.
Right?
It's just crazy, man.
Then cops come shoot up the plane, and she's dead, floating in space. What a way to go!
Damn. Spike sees her fucking body, all the drugs flying out. He's like, "Oh, she wasn't pregnant.
Damn, she was bad.
She was bad. Damn, her accent was crazy.
Oh my god.
The dub is incredible. The dub is incredible.
The dub is 100% incredible. That's what I was talking about. These voices are just they're so pure, incredible. And they mean so well, and that's why this live action series that we're going to talk about in a bit is so important, because they do these voices so freaking well. I was gonna say session 2, Stray Dog Strut, where we meet Ein, who becomes a member of the cast, a dog who becomes a full member of the cast, and we see Abdul Hakim. Listen, come on, man, don't talk about this series, ain't. What other series is his name Abdul Hakim? Come on, man.
Bruh, like Hakeem in 98?
Night.
Come on, dog.
Niggas is, Watanabe was like, yo, y'all keep that Mr. Popo shit somewhere else, nigga. He said that word verbatim. He's like, keep that shit somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Abdul Hakim, still a data dog named Ein.
Data dog.
A dog.
He's a Welsh. What kind of dog is he? A Welsh hoagie.
That sounds delicious.
I know, right? I think I got that wrong. I got hungry as soon as that.
Oh my god! Still a data. Well, look it up while I'm doing. Still a data dog, and in order to get away from it, he had plastic surgery, so he looks like completely something else. Shout out to him, genius. I mean, if you're willing to go through it, go through it.
Corgi, that's right.
Corgi, there he. What he said, hoagie.
Hoagie, nigga. What the
fuck? He got plastic surgery to escape his, thing. I think this was the theme of Face Off too. You remember Face Off?
Was this the Face Off still this?
John Travolta.
Johnny Travolta.
All right. That's not an anime, but no. I'm maybe going to ask the Triple Beam Streams crew.
I was about to say, ask them. They'll know for sure.
To revisit that, because Face Off is a wild ass movie.
Fucking John Travolta. I can't believe they made that shit.
He switches. All right, he switches faces and then has sex with his wife and shit like that.
Yeah, bro, like that's foul. How was it so accurate?
I don't know. Height doesn't change, nothing. It's just now Mel Gibson is playing the role of John Travolta.
Incredible, bro.
Nonetheless, Spike and Jet, they're trying to obtain the dog in this sort of situation because they know the dog doesn't have a high bounty on him, but Abdul Hakim does, and Abdul Hakim is after the dog. So it's like, yo, we grab the dog, we grab Hakim, let's grab the dog. Anyway, they don't manage to get the dog. They get they don't manage to get Hakim at all. They only get the dog because the cops eventually arrest the scientist.
Dog was going through a lot.
Yeah, this was a lot. Like, but this was a fun episode. I mean, just kind of seeing, the dog that's been scientifically enhanced. I wonder if they do that in real life. Again, we have to wonder about this 2071 thing.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. We're not sure.
Do you believe that we'll have scientifically enhanced dogs? Do you feel like they're working on that right now?
They gotta be. Kilo may have been the first. I just ain't told nobody.
Hakim was worth 8 million wulongs. They don't get Hakim.
They got none of it. Yeah. They got none of it. That man, he crashed into the water, didn't he?
Yeah. And the cops found him, so they didn't really need to get the bounty. It was like cops was like, no, we don't need you anymore.
We got it.
Session 3, Honky Tonk Woman.
Honky Tonk Woman, Faye Valentine.
Whew. Let's talk.
She's legendary, right?
She's a legend. She's a legend. First of all,
she starts off smoking a blunt.
Beyond the name that sounds like a porn star.
It does.
But go on.
No, there was a porn star named Faye. You know what? Let's not get into that. So the first scene, she's in a store. It's a medicine store.
Mm-hmm.
But she's in there smoking some. So I don't think it was a cigar. The dude pulled out a box of cigars, but she didn't pick up the cigar.
She didn't pick up the cigar.
I'm
looking at it. I'm thinking
she picked up the blunt, bro, immediately. And can I say something real quick? Because if I don't say it, it's going to be bad. Ashley loves Faye Valentine, right? They have the same birthday.
Who?
Ashley. Ashley's birthday is the same as Faye's.
Wow.
They have the same blood type. And Ashley loves smoking too, just like Faye. So I don't, I had to, man. She pulled up
He
like,
came
yo,
up.
you got
Listen,
that? You got that stuff?
Faye Valentine, she gets essentially, I mean, she's trying to get away from a lot of people, but she eventually ends up in the office of a criminal casino owner. Aren't they all?
Aren't they all?
Named
Shit.
Gordon, who wants her to help stage an illegal business transaction, needs her help, says, I'm going to pay off all your debts, all your wulongs. I'm going to pay them all off if you just help me with this crime right here. I need to get this casino chip.
Please.
I need to get this chip. It's this particular chip. It's got like, I forgot what the chip had in it.
It was like data for like some artificial intelligence.
Yeah, some space shit.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it was some spaceship.
Luckily, at the same time, I mean, they trying to get this chip from this. I guess this is like this bootleg version of Spike. Some nigga who kind of just like looks like Spike. Like he's the fucking If Spike is Roddy Rich, then this nigga is fuck. I can't even name it. But nonetheless, Spike and Jet show up at the casino because none of these sessions, they've managed to get their money. So they're going to the casino to possibly win more money so they can try to keep it.
Yeah, they said, fuck it, let's just try our best.
And now suddenly this turns into Rush Hour 2 real quick.
Yeah.
Like
that's exactly what it felt like. Look at all these movies that were inspired.
Come on, man. I love Rush Hour 2, by the way. It's an amazing movie.
Incredible.
I watched it the other week. Like, I watched it legitimately like 3 weeks ago. I was like, wow.
Still good.
It's still good. Still culturally insensitive, but still good.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, it couldn't come out today, but
Jackie Chan saying nigga? Come on, man.
Hey, man, I mean, he's reading a script, man.
Who gonna stop him? Me?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I ain't telling him no.
Who gonna check him? Yeah, so after a bunch of hullabaloo, after Spike gets to the table, she wrongly identifies him. She cheats and manages to take all of his money except this one chip. Spike says, "You know what? I'm gonna just keep this chip." And then Faye is like, "Yo, you broke ass nigga."
Yeah, what the fuck?
You ain't gonna tip me for this oldest thing? And then Spike's like, yo, you were cheating the entire. You think I know you were cheating the entire time?
Yeah, come on, bro.
And then suddenly it really turns into Rush Hour 2, because there's like mad jets and like guns and shit flying through the entire thing. Jet, who won 200,000 wulong, now has to give it up because now they're on the run.
Every time they get some bread, man, or get close to some bread, they don't really got no bread.
These niggas allergic to money. I might not want to hang around them.
I was just gonna say, man. I mean, they're cool. They seem like cool people, bro. But they always eating the same shit.
Yeah.
One, and they can't keep no bread.
They capture Faye. They learn about the chip. They also learn that Faye is worth 6 million wulong, so they really want to turn her in. I was like, yo,
they're like, oh shit, lock her up in the bathroom.
Yeah, turn her up. Come on, handcuff her. She's like, yo, can you at least take off one of the handcuffs? How am I supposed to use the bathroom with both my hands handcuffed? And I was like, you know what, fair assessment.
We can't trust you though.
Yeah, can't trust her at all. Anyway, they managed to get Gordon. Gordon says, yo, I'll give you 30 million wulongs for the chip. And they're like, say no more. We got 36 million wulongs on this chip. We about to come up real big. They try to, of course, nothing in this damn, because he's a criminal casino owner. Like, why would you even?
Yeah, bro. Like,
my nigga's like, yo, give me the chip. He's like, yo, kill him. Kill these niggas. We keep the money and the chip, and of course, they attempt to kill him. Whole gunfight. Faye Valentine comes out. She, she shoots some shit, steals their shit, flies off, and she's the hero in this. She flies off with the ship. They no longer get the 30 million wulongs, nor did they get the 6 million wulongs for Faye. So, just another episode. It's a recurring theme. It's a recurring theme.
It is a recurring theme.
Session 4.
No bread, man. Just get no money, man.
Session 4. I forgot what it was actually called. Because I wrote down every name, I guess, except Session 4. Spike and
Oh,
Jet
this is
getting
oh god, this episode is
Gateway
weird.
Shuffle.
Yeah,
Gateway
Gateway
Shuffle.
Shuffle. This is a strange episode, honestly. I
Why do you
must
say that? Please tell me the reason why.
The main reason why is I had no idea this was going to start off with dangerous PETA. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Going
yeah,
crazy.
violent animal activist rights group.
This is literally
Space
actually,
Warriors.
to be fair though, PETA will probably eventually get tired of our bullshit and do some shit like this.
2071, my nigga.
Yeah, like I can really see that, honestly. Like,
to be real with you, sorry. So, have you ever watched Futurama?
yeah, I know a decent bit about Futurama. It's been a very long time though.
The Twinkle Maria Murdoch character.
Is that what this reminds you of?
They base a character on that of Futurama, and it's the same kind of deal. Which Mom in Futurama, who designed all of the robots, and eventually all the robots come and overcome them for robot rights and shit like that. But they have the same kind of style. They have the same. They're both called Mom by their minions and shit like that. That was the first thing I was like, wow, how did I not catch this on the first thing? I must have not been paying attention.
Honestly, I'm about to say I had no idea.
Yeah, this is very Futurama-esque, but Futurama is a very I love Futurama because it's a very smart comedy show. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, you got these sea rats pointing guns at you.
You see the mask, bro?
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
It is terrifying, bro. And when anyone's led by an older white woman, mm-hmm. you got to be careful.
Well, she's not pressed at all. She has a gun pointed at her. She's kidnapped. She's locked to a ship, but she's not pressed at all. Her worth was 25 million wulong, so they're like, "Oh, we about to come up." And then
guess what?
Her influence.
They don't come up.
No, of course not, because she uses her influence with her thing to get the bounty called off on her, because her animal rights activist group is threatening to destroy an entire civilization with a virus
that turns them into monkeys, bruh. Like, what a twist, and I didn't even think about it because they did show slight shots of the monkeys kind of locked up wearing Supreme and shit. I'm like, why are these niggas? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up with these monkeys wearing all this,
Watanabe was ahead of his time, baby. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm like, something ain't right. And then whenever one of the quote unquote sons was like, I'll take care of you, later on, your punishment. And then I'm like, damn, he's really upset about this punishment. What could she possibly do to this dude? And then I found out. And then I understand why he was so afraid.
The Ganymede people were in definitely danger. Little did they know, I guess he had the virus on the ship. Spike was playing around with it. He was trying to open it.
Bro, that scene gave me anxiety. Because I knew exactly what it was when she realized what it was, she knew what it was, but her looking at it was hilarious to me, because she's like, oh my God, please don't destroy this on here.
Anyway, Faye Valentine's is back in this episode.
Yeah, Faye is back.
They fend off a lot of they fend off, I guess, the rival animal activist group, and then somehow Spike manages to get the virus within their ship, and that's it's amazing. It's amazing.
He's a sly fox, isn't he?
Yeah. He's very
He dropped that shit in her pocket. And I think when the ship braced or something, it fell out and then hit the wall.
It's like, no.
Turned all the niggas into monkeys.
But now Faye is officially part of the crew. They have a lady now. They have a girl in the crew. They're very it's like City High right now.
They needed her.
Fuji, City High.
Do people know about City High? The kids know about City High these days?
I don't know if they know about City High.
Do they know anything about that?
Come on.
There's no way.
They're not a one-hit wonder because they had 2 hits.
They're absolutely not one-hit wonder. And what's her face? Carmen, she had that record separately too.
Yeah. But Claudette Ortiz fucking she had
I called her Carmen.
That's okay.
Fuck is karma?
She's just happy anybody call her anything these days.
Yeah, I'm about to say y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, karma complexion. That's why I said that. Holy shit.
Caramel complexion. Yes, the other song, Caramel.
Caramel.
Hoagies, Carmen. Come on, man.
Yeah,
You just do whatever you want over here.
I'm at Kame House. GG.
Let's talk about episode 5, which is obviously the GOAT episode. This is one of the best episodes of anime that I've ever seen in my life. I knew it from the moment that I saw it.
Oh,
from the moment that I saw it. It had everything. It had music, it had action, it had peril, it had fights, it had love, it had meaning, it had everything in 22 minutes. How?
Yeah, man.
The Ballad of Fallen Angels.
About the Ballad of Fallen Angels, man. I had the privilege to discuss this with Eric on Showdown.
Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Showdown.
Yeah, man. But dude, this episode is flawless, man. All across all genres. Like
film.
It's just really good.
TV. It should win.
Perfect.
I don't know how it didn't win an Emmy or an Academy Award. I mean, maybe because they don't do animes like that, but this is one of the. They should put this shit in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't fucking know. This is an amazing episode. So the entire plot of this episode is that, we are introduced to, I guess, the overall antagonist of the series, which is Vicious. I mean, there's a lot of antagonists of the series, but he's the recurring one, and he shows up at the end. So
right.
We have. I'm gonna actually run down the plot. I'm gonna go real thorough on this episode. Mao Yenrai, capo of the Red Dragon Crime Syndicate, and Carlos of the White Tiger Crime Syndicate. They meet to discover a truce. They meet to essentially sign a truce because they're tired of the bloodshed between their organizations and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. They sign it. Nonetheless, Vicious shows up, explodes Carlos' ship. He shows up, then he also kills Mao. He's like, "Yo, you too pussy. Come on, man. We're the Red Dragon Crime Syndicate.
Like, come on, shit. We the ones."
Jet and Spike find a new 28 million Wulong bounties placed on Mao for an unknown crime. Spike is ready to claim it. 28 million, nigga. The price just keep going up, and we gonna hit one day.
I mean, it's bound to happen. We got to get money one way or another.
You're gonna get one day. But Jet is worried that Spike is hiding something that he knows about Mao that he's not really telling him, and they get in a little disagreement. Faye Valentine shows up. She sees the thing. She's like, "Oh, 28 million Wulongs. Wait a minute, nigga. Come on. Yeah. If they don't want this, I take this shit for myself."
She acted a little too soon.
She's stressed up. She shows up. She's in her best, she's in her best Met Gala fit. Shows up. Very smooth entrance too. She's like, "Yo," she's like, "Do you have a pass?" She's like, "I don't have a pass." And it's like, "Well, we can't let you in." It's like, "Well, Mao isn't gonna like that."
Man, the animation for that scene too, by the way. Thumbs up.
Park my ship, will you? So she shows up, finds out that Mao's dead. Finds out
who's the president who got murked watching the show?
Abe Lincoln?
Was it Abe?
I think it was Abe Lincoln.
That's what it reminded me of. I know that's completely random, but they just showed him like kind of sitting there in the theater, like in his chair, like murked. I imagine that's how Abe looked.
They kept Miles' body on. I don't know when they killed him, but obviously enough for them to to keep him there for a bit without it smelling or really catching anyone off guard. Meanwhile, Spike goes to see his comrade Annie. I love this shot because they're two little kids trying to steal porn.
Yeah. One's a black kid, I think.
Because Watanabe, listen, all inclusive, baby. Come on.
Yeah. No,
this is a very diverse show. Tries to steal porn. She manages to grab the kids, manages to retrieve the porn back for a shop. But now we see the interaction between Spike and Annie. And they had a relationship with Mao. but she knows that he's going after Vicious, and now we learn that Spike also had some sort of relationship with Vicious as well. And he gets his guns, he gets ready to go. They head back to the Bebop. Faye calls like, "Hey, can y'all save me?
Please, I did some dumb shit.
I did some dumb shit." Jet's like, "Nah, fuck that. More bean sprouts for us, nigga."
Basically, bro. It's like, we got meat now, bro. Let's get this money.
Spike's like, "Nah, I'm gonna go save her, but not because of her, because of everything that's involved in this situation." We get one of the most tense, you get one of the most beautiful moments. It's where he walks up to the cathedral. There's music playing in the background. He sees Vicious. I mean, this whole scene is just. I can't. The whole episode itself. I mean, I can't.
The knife cut on the cheek, the glass,
him falling through the window after this fight, him managing to still find the time to throw a bomb in at the same time. It's like at the end of the day, it's like it's as much danger as Spike runs through. He's also still a smooth ass criminal and all doing all this.
Bro.
The images, his life is flashing before his eyes, and it's during this moment. Actually, it's wild. It's during this moment where he's fighting against his greatest rival, even though his rival is someone that used to be his comrade. And as he's going through the window, he's seeing his life flash before his eyes, and he's seeing, Spike alongside Vicious in bed with Julia. Who's Julia? We don't know yet. Spike walking underneath Julia's window with a bouquet of red roses, which would infer that he sort of had, maybe some sort of romantic
shenanigans happen, man.
And she uses it as a cover for a gunfight, and he recalls a memory where he's recovering from injuries at Julia's place, and she's humming, and this is all going down as he's flying through the fucking window. And then he wakes up, completely body casted up, and sees that Faye Valentine's there, and they get into the thing, and the episode's over. But it is really one of the most beautiful anime episodes. This taught you so much without saying a damn thing.
Yeah,
and the situations that they put Spike in to kind of so you actually get the backstory, but it's not a forced backstory.
It's like episode 5 series finale, but there's still 17 more episodes. It's like, I mean, it was really brilliant, man, and they really hit every mark visually, the music, the fight scene, the
emotional
animation,
depth, the heartstrings that are being pulled, everything that is coming from this. It's 100% amazing.
Incredible.
So those are the first 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. I mean,
I should watch the rest for sure.
We should. Everyone should. Session 5 was really the session that really took me to like, oh wow,
yeah, this next level,
wow. And then there's still amazing episodes after this. There's Jet's episode. I think you learn a lot about Faye Valentine's backstory. We're still introduced to skipping her name now, considering because she's not in the friggin' live action series. Edward.
Ed, and then the movie.
Yeah, in the movie. So there's still a lot more to cover with Cowboy Bebop that we recommend you definitely do. Let's talk about this Cowboy Bebop live action series.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Ed will not be in the live action series, at least
thus far, as of right now.
I probably wouldn't trip too much about it because I'm sure
I wouldn't either.
I'm sure Netflix will handle it. They're not stupid. They want to make money.
Come on, man.
They got to save some things, But I don't know. I'm curious if there's going to be some original things. Is it, or are they just going to stick to the episodes that we have already? Like, I'm really curious about it. I think they have a good cast.
I think we're going to get a lot of original stuff. I think they're going to build off.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I think they're going to build off. From what I heard, they're definitely going to build off a lot more of the backstory. So I think we should see them a lot more fleshed out and maybe a lot more. It'd probably be a lot more direct, honestly, than the actual show itself. Like a lot of the show left a lot to interpretation, and I'm not saying that this can't neither, but I think for the Netflix anime series, this live action series, we're going to see a lot more fleshed out and a lot more actually shown.
I think that's okay. I mean, if you're trying to bring the series back to its forefront, I mean, talks on Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop originally, I'll never forget, you know, the rumors of like the film. It was supposed to be Keanu Reeves as Spike. Like, I'll never forget this. Like, this was like real shit back in the day.
Right.
And it never happened. And now obviously we're in a different age of streaming, so you know things could be done a lot proper. I think it's fine if it's a little more fleshed out and not as deep per se. You know, they have a really good cast. Like I said, the music direction is been approved.
It's been approved,
and that is important, especially for fans.
Yoko Kanno, the composer behind the original soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop, will be doing the soundtrack for this new live action series. So you know they tapped in. Netflix said, "Listen, we doing this right,
bro.
We
they're
doing
tapped
this right."
in, bro. Like I really respect. I respect the way that they're going to handle this, because turning anime into a live action has always been.
It's like 90% a failure.
Yeah. Yes. And
like literally 90%.
And Grin. The from what episode is that? Grin, the character with the purple hair.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They've been casted, you know, it's a non-binary character. They casted a trans person to play it.
As they should.
Yeah, as they should. So I just think it's awesome, man. So I think his name is Mason Alexander Park. So yeah, man. It's just, again, these are things that like are important as far as representation and doing things the right way when you're trying to make a film. I think they got, you know, Spike right on as far as, you know, who needs to play Spike. It's a really good cast.
John Cho, man, come on,
yeah,
Harold
man,
Kumar,
we gotta have love for John Cho, bro. So
come on, Harold.
This is really it's good, man. I think we'll be fine. I think it'll be a good time.
They casted Jet as a black man, as they should.
yeah. I don't. My expectations aren't like, I don't really have any, so I'm not gonna like freak out as far as. I'm not looking for it to be a masterpiece, you know, but it's cool if they nail it in the you know, they nail it on the head. That'd be awesome.
It would be amazing. A lot of anticipation. I'm looking forward to this. There's not a lot of now. Is there the opportunity for this to completely shit the bed? Yeah,
I mean,
live action.
You never really know.
It's not.
And it is live action.
It's gonna look good. That's what you're gonna know because it's Netflix.
There's got to be money behind it. Also, I gotta assume there had to be. I don't know how it works as far as like Hollywood and like who signs off on what or who gives permission to do what. But this anime is so protected and has been so protected for so long that I have to imagine the right people signed off on letting this happen. So, you know.
Originally started filming, and I think in 2019. I think they stopped when John Cho got injured during, you know, and then they picked back up, and then COVID, and then they had to pick back up again.
But my man got injured on set, man. It tells you a lot, man.
Listen, Spike being real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this. It's one of the rare things that Netflix is going to promise me that is a Netflix original that I'm like, you know what? Okay.
I'm done with that.
I'm there. Please don't Yasuke me, please.
And
I'm sorry to say that to Yasuke, but what a massive disappointment. Like, obviously they should have called Watanabe for Yasuke. It was like, you know, nigga, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me show you. Okay. So boom. That was Cowboy Bebop.
First 5 episodes. First 5 sessions.
First 5 sessions. Next one, we're going Digimon Season 2. Digimon Emperor arc.
Big time.
Anything you're looking forward to from this? Just off your top. I know you haven't watched it in a while.
I haven't watched it
anything-
in a long time. That's the most thing
anything besides Gatomon, anything that you're looking forward to that you may be like, I wonder how this is gonna.
Yeah, I would love to remember if I enjoyed the dialogue as much as I did as a child. I'm not sure. I learned my lesson in some Pokemon stuff. You know, watching Pokemon over again as an adult, I was like, oh man, that was a waste of 20 minutes. Like, you know, there's just plenty of times.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm pretty sure the main character, Davis, still talks like the nigga from Rocket Power. So
yeah, I know. I was thinking about the same thing, bro. I swear, dog. It's like I'm not gonna be able to get it out of my head. We're gonna
every nigga with goggles talks the same.
No, what's up?
But with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously,
yes.
This has been Summer at Kame House. This is the Lookout episode 94. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Digimon Season 2. Let us know what you think about this episode. Let's continue to have this discussion online. You can follow myself at Meelz TV. You can follow Old Newsboy for Gege of Jeff. And you can follow the Lookout at the Lookout RNC. Make sure you also stay subscribed and stay tuned because Big Eyes is back. Big Eyes is back every week, and they're talking manga. They're talking manga, and that's just every week and stuff like that. And we got more stuff coming down the pipeline, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and we will be back next time. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Look out.